Today we are joining with this full moon day, 8 Precepts Program, and now we are at the evening Dhamma talk. Today's the topic is on how to apply mindfulness on mental and physical, psychological pain and how to overcome it or how to tackle with it. So for this talk, I will keep the Anathapindika Sutta as the main sutta for the discussion and the talk. I think some of you all have heard about Anathapindika Sutta. Anathapindika is the merchant. In today's terms, we can call he was a banker. And he was he was the main disciple of Buddha, a lay person. And he was sacrificing a lot of things for Buddha and Dhamma and Sangha. And at last, Buddha used to live at Jetavanarama very often. This Jetavanarama, the monastery, was offered by Anathapindika. And he was always going to visit Buddha and the Theros, Arahants. But he has not practiced deep Dhamma with the Mahasangha, venerables, and the Buddha. It was, of course, the Buddha's time. So, where this Anathapindika Sutta is coming, when he was at his deathbed, he underwent severe pains. He has to experience a lot of pains all over the body. And then he asked his people, the servants, please go to Buddha and tell that I am very sick and pay my respect, my greatest respect, and also go to Arahant Sariyut Mahathero, and pay my respect to him as well, and please ask him to come and preach Dhamma for me. Because I am at a very critical stage and in very serious conditions. So please pay attention to me. So Sariyut Mahathero accepted the invitation, and Mahathero came with Anandathero to visit Anathapindika. So then Anathapindika was welcomed the Theros with paying honorable respect. And then Sariyut Mahathero asked Anathapindika, how are you? Now how about your pains? Hope that they are reducing and you are recovering and you are healing. But Anathapindika said, O Reverend, I am in a severe pain. I cannot bear even. It is very difficult for me. In my head, it's like a strong man coming and slicing my head into pieces, using a sword, sharp sword, like cutting into pieces. Such a pain is there in my head. It's so unbearable. And in my stomach, again the same. So much of pain is there. And as well as such a unbearable burning is there. So these pains are not possible to bare, and I don't know how to tackle. And they are even increasing. So how about you? Do you also have pains? So this is the message coming out of this story. Please, if you're interested, or please go through this Anathapindika Sutta in detail. You can read it. But I am taking the sense of the sutta for this talk. So then Sariyut Mahathero was giving him, Anathapindika, how to practice deep Dhamma. He was saying, okay, and this is how you must train yourself, this is how you must practice yourself. When the things are being seen to your eyes, don't attach to what you see. Don't even attach to your eyes. Even when these two things are together, seeing is happening, so don't even attach to that. So you will be hearing sounds. So don't attach to the sounds, don't attach to the ears, and even the ear consciousness. And in the same way, he was explaining everything to the 5-6 senses. And again, the Mahathero, the Sariyuttero was talking about, okay, you will experience the emptiness, nothingness, but don't attach to that even. Right? These are very difficult, deep Dhamma. Sariyut Mahathero is preaching at the deathbed of Anathapindika. Anathapindika used to go to Jetavanarama and visit Buddha and Sariyut, the Arahants, very often. But always his main thing was he was offering dana, and he was already, has realized a lot of Dhamma, but not into the deep levels. So, at last he didn't have anything to offer to Buddha. Because he has offered everything, he has got the property to Buddha. So at last it says he was carrying the portion of soil from where he is and going to Jetavanarama, the monastery, and he's putting them under the trees to make it be a fertilizer for these trees of Jetavanarama, where monks are meditating, where Buddha is staying. So that is how the Anathapindika means he has given up everything he had. But he had not practiced the deep Dhamma. Why? Then after preaching such a profound Dhamma, the explanations by Arahant Thero, the Anathapindika is saying, why didn't you explain these things before I come to this stage? How many times I have come to your temple and you all have not talked about these deep things? Then Sariyuttero was saying, you know, Anathapindika, this deep Dhamma is not for people like you who are in white. These are for the people like us who are really renunciated. So therefore we are not preaching these sort of things to lay people. Then Anathapindika requested, "Oh Lord, please don't do like that. There are people who are in white, they also can understand these deep things. There are people, some people can understand, not all, but some people can understand. And if you are not going to preach that deep Dhamma to them, so what will happen? That will not ever last for a long time. That will be diminishing." So, because of this request of Anathapindika, today I have got that deep Dhamma, because this is the same thing when I was going to the monastery. of Dhammajivatero, and they were, because I wanted to listen, because I got some pains. That is, I would like to share with you all. As a child, I had the question, who I am, from where I come, after death, where I'll be going, what is this existence? Like I was at the age of 10, 12, I start to feel like that, and these sort of questions came out of me. But at that time, I didn't have any background. We were going to Dhamma school, yes, but in Dhamma school, we didn't get any answers. But then afterwards, I went to the university. I left the university, and just after leaving the university, while I started my first job, I started to get these knee pains on my knees, and knees were swollen. And then I went to a doctor, rheumatologist. She checked and she said, you have got arthritis. So then I was thinking, I got shocked. Because as a young girl, how come I am getting the diseases, like, I mean, we have heard these sort of things are experienced by all people. So how I am going to fulfill my dreams if this body is not fit enough? So I got a deep shock inside myself. Because why these things have come to me, because when I was going to school and when I was at the university, I was doing a lot of sports. I was doing cadetting, playing volleyball, basketball, everything. Right? And I was the head girl prefect of the college as well. I did all external things as well as my studies. And then because of this shock, so because of those things, the doctor said, you have started to waste your cartilage of the knees, that's why it's coming. So, but the shock, now I have to find solutions for my shock. I was thinking, now what should I do? Then it came to me, okay, now I am suffering, I have some sort of inner suffering, so how to come out of this? There it came to my mind, my Lord, my father and mother, Lord Buddha, and I was thinking, oh, it's Lord Buddha who has explained, who has preached how to come out of suffering. So I am now undergoing suffering, I have to come out of it, and then if so, then I have to follow what is the method he has told. Because by that time, even then I was in my 20s, so I didn't know the message. Even I am a born Buddhist. Right? We didn't know the message. We have gone to temples, we have lit oil lamps, we have offered flowers, offered dana, and we have observed sil. Yes, of course. And how many times we have taken the refuge of five precepts. Observe 5 precepts. So many times, but no solutions. So then I start to find out what the actual message of Buddha. There I started to read a lot, and then I found out about the word meditation. And then I was reading some books. One of special books I found Ajahn Brahm's the heart of the Buddhism is meditation. Heart of the Buddhism is meditation. Then there he has explained about how to do Anapanasati. And there were some other books I was reading. And I started to meditate by myself, because I want to come out of the suffering nature. And at the same time, I started a lot of medication. It is not this Western medicine, because one of my sister's friend has also got some sort of something similar to this, because she was doing a lot of dancing at school. And she said, dear sister, please don't go for Western medicine. It is harmful, so therefore please go for Ayurvedic medicine or something. Then I started these Ayurvedic treatments as well. But at the same time, I started to meditate. And then I was doing Anapanasati by myself. Then what is happening when you are observing your breath? It's disappearing. I got scared. It's disappearing. And I got some headache in addition to the problems. So then at a certain point I met the Venerable Dhammachari, a nun, and she was one of my main guidance. And through her I found Venerable Dhammajiva Thero, Nilamba Meditation Center, and you should have read Eckhart Tolle's books. So she's the one who brought the books because she has dreamt in one of her dreams one of Tolle's books. So she brought that Sinhalese translation, and then she met with an person and then got these English books. And I was going through and I was doing my own experiment. Right? So how to come out of suffering, how to come out of these pains, mental pains and physical pains. So, but with my practice, I learned the pains are coming, pains are there. But the main problem is the pain, the psychological pain over the physical pain. That is the major problem. And the fear that what will happen to me, what will happen to my body. Maybe I will be crippled or have the disabled or whether I'm going to die. What will happen to my body? So fear was there also. Fear, suffering, all these negative emotions was playing in the background. So, but I decided, first I went to Nilambe Meditation Center. There I saw these, the foreign girls nicely sitting like this and meditating, right? Then I was thinking, I being a born Buddhist, it's a shame that I can't sit like that. Right? So then I got the determination. See that we take examples rather becoming jealousy of something. Right? I also must sit like that. And I talked to her. She was from Spain and she's still one of my friends. She's a very good Buddhist. So how you are sitting like that? And then she said, I'm doing yoga, and they are the Nilambe that they are giving yoga classes as well. When this is when while I was going to the office, while I was working. So then I started to learn yoga, practice yoga, as well as I was sitting and I was making the wish. Okay, at the beginning when I was sitting like this, I couldn't sit even 5 minutes. Right? It started to pain because already the pains are there. No? Then I tried for 10 minutes. Okay, slowly with the practice, I increased the time I am sitting. But the pains are there. The pains are my main meditation object. Right? I start with Anapanasati, but naturally I am going to the pains in my young age. So then I was telling myself, because then I went to Mitrigala, where I learned this mindfulness in a broad way, practice mindfulness in broad way with Bhante Dhammajiva. So okay, he told us, if you are going to practice, you have to sacrifice your life. You have to, taking refuge of Buddha Dhamma Sangha means you have to sacrifice your life to Buddha. You have to give up your life actually if you are to experience the real liberation. So also I've heard in my childhood that if you are becoming an arahant, the fully liberated one, right? So that is the greatest thing as a human being that you can do in this world. These are the things which were like working inside my mind. So then, okay, then I sit for meditation. I tell myself, okay, let the legs, if they are going to break, let them break. Right? And I am not going to change my posture even. That was such a determination. And so we have asked to sacrifice our lives to Buddha. And okay, the sacrifice, so Buddha said, okay, do by yourself and try to stay in one posture as much as possible. This is how I am sharing with you how I practiced. But you all also can try. And so then I was like, keep on, I was able to stay more and more time. The pains are there, but when you go deep into the pains are no more. What I learned out of my practice, to accept pain, to welcome pain, not to fear about pain. What are all these? The pain is there, the pains are there here. We can feel it. But do you see anything through my face? Any pains? No. Even now I have pains. Time to time, the pains are coming. Sometimes they are there. Sometimes pains are no more. But when you go deep into the meditation, you are not experiencing pain. Because what you are seeing is the changing nature. And okay, you will be with the changing nature. And the more you will be penetrate into the pain, and there you find nothing. You are dissolving into that. That is such a nice experience. I started from 5 minutes, and I went to Goenka meditation retreats in Sri Lanka, and there I was sitting like, 3 to 4 hours, sometimes more than that. Right? Sometimes the huge pains are coming. This is how I sacrifice my life. Because to understand this, there is something called Vedana Vijayagrahana, which means that you are winning the pain. You are going beyond the pain. That is where you are sharpening your mindfulness. And when you go to the core, there is nothing. This is how you have to practice, how you have to sacrifice yourself. Can you do that? Are you doing that? That's why we need to have, because this is the examples I've taken from Buddha and my teachers. And I've seen the other people, those who are not many, those who are going into the deep practice. I was reading, if there's somebody who's called to be an arahant, I'm finding the details and I'm reading. There were this Ajahn Chah, Ajahn Mahaboa, Ajahn Man, there were so many. In this late year, the recent years, not Buddha's time. Even Buddha's time, there are no much details. In-depth details, we cannot find out. Those who have experienced, they are talking. That's why Buddha said this sasana, this existence of Dhamma and the practicing is prevailing because of those who have practiced and realized. The hands-on experience, under the nose experience. When they are sharing their experience, and then we get the determination, encouragement to do the same. So that's why, and that's what I am sharing with you all, how to tackle with these pains. First thing, you have to lovingly, kindly accept them, welcome them, not to fight with them, not to reject them. Always, what is the way of the mind? It's cursing, screaming inside. No? Ayyo, what is this? What a pain is this? It is not never ending and everything. So in that way, I was investigating all the emotions, not only bodily pains and aches and pains, and the lustful feelings when they are coming, right? And anger when it is coming. So I started to notice when the lustful feelings are coming, I went to the core. That's why it says, don't reject anything, desires, passions. Don't reject, but take them as the objectives for meditation. Investigate. So then you start to see arising and passing away. But it's dancing for some time, it's very difficult, not easy. Right? When the anger is there. How to tackle with the anger? Those days I used to get very much angry. I was so angry. Right? But I was thinking, how come? What an uncomfortable nature inside myself. So uncomfortable, no? Is it comfortable when you're angry? Huh? No. That's why Buddha said, when we are living, okay, there are these pleasures are there. But are they existing forever? They are also changing. The suffering, worries, are they existing forever? No, they are also changing. When we start to see this changing nature, now the pains are coming sometimes. I will share another story. The severe pains are coming, but now this mind is for sure, it's going away. Then nothing to worry. Because we are in this waking state, we are experiencing these pains. They are coming. Even arahants, they are experiencing, there are such cases, they experience so severe pains, arahants. Even Buddha experienced the headaches and back pains, it says. But what's the difference? The mental suffering over the pain is not there. Mental suffering, because when body is physically in pain, we cannot change it, but we can do sort of medications, once the things have come to the bodily, the physical state. But the main thing through mindfulness practices, what you are learning is, you are learning how the mind is working, how the thoughts are being created upon this physical pain. And you understand with the practice the impermanent nature of them. And the non-self nature, that we don't want to claim it as I, me, mine. Look at yourself with a distance. Learn how to look at them with a distance. There is a story. One monk has got some severe back pains, and then what he has done was, he was just massaging with love and care his back, because he has not been able to move even. So he was massaging and giving his love towards that, and no fighting against. Slowly with meditation, what has happened, he has been able to walk properly and reduce his pains. So with that you have to love. If you have knee pains, you can just give a massage, little care. I love you. So you can change your posture. But in my case, I didn't change my posture at those days. Now why I can sit like this, like Buddha? Because I sacrificed. And so that's why, when we sacrifice, we are getting this, the inner strength. That is the major thing that we are getting throughout these practices. We know how the mind is playing, and when we are mindful to the behavior of the mind and the thoughts, we get the power. That's why it says you are the master of your mind, not the slave of your mind. I will share another story, another sickness which I got. It's again before I get ordained. I got a rash It's almost all over the body, but except my face. Luckily, it didn't come to the face. So, and it starts to itch. It was itching very badly. And such a heat is released by the body, and it is so unbearable. Right? So, then I was like, I mean, by that time I have meditated for some time. And I was like telling myself, okay, sometimes it's like some sort of attacks are coming from my heart. Then I said, okay, I've heard another thing that if you are to realize this, the message of Buddha, you have to like experience what death is. Then I was thinking, oh, really great. I am now getting a chance to experience death. So what I am doing is, in the night, I am like, where the dead body is keeping like this, no, the relaxing on the bed. I was just lying down on the floor and keeping the hand like this, and like, I am okay, maybe by tomorrow morning I should have died. I am staying like that. But anyway, still I am alive. Right? So the severe pains are coming from the heart. And now I am observing the pains. What is happening? They are changing, not lasting. Why we are experiencing so much of pain? Because we are not mindful enough to see this changing nature. And the moment the pain is coming, we say, oh, my knee is paining. I can't bear this anymore. I have to take pills and I have to apply this. I have to go and see the doctor. I can't bear this. So rather observing this, because that's why, I mean, you have to develop this strength of seeing the pain, dealing with the pain, experiencing pain, how to go through the pain, how to go through the problem, how to tackle with the problem. This is not only this problem. If you can tackle these problems, in the same mechanism is applied to all the problems. That's why I said, once you start to, be expertise on this practice, there are no more problems. There are situations where we have to face and handle and tackle and give solutions. Right? There are no problems. So, then when this rash was there, it was like, itching all over, and sometimes like, okay, I'm sitting and the things are like bursting, and things are the what do you call, sort of thing, the water and the pus, something like that coming out of my legs. And even I can't go to at that time, at my home, we didn't have this, the commodes, just the squatting fan. Then I cannot go and sit there even. Because there's these underneath the leg, so much of the rashes are there. So, but I took it as a meditation object for me to practice. I didn't do much medication for that. But after that, there was one of my nuns, and because my mother, my sisters, they couldn't look at me because how much I am suffering. I was not suffering, but the things are happening. And when I wash the body with neem leaves, after that it's stinking very badly, right? Like when the dogs are like having these wounds and releasing a bad smell, no? The same smell was coming out of my body, right? So I was contemplating on this. Before I die, I saw how things are like becoming rottening, the spoiling, and what do you call, going to the final, the end of the things. And out of that, I learned so many things. That's why we say every problem is a blessing. Every sickness is a teacher. So we have to change the perspective. We have to change the way we look at things. That is how, that is the benefit we are getting through this Dhamma practice, by being mindful. That's why I said this Pollyanna book, always find a reason to be glad. Always, why this is coming? This is coming as a teacher. The sickness, the problems of the legs are coming as a teacher. So start to be kindful. Mindfulness leads to kindfulness. Okay? Now we were talking about this, I was asking the question that when you are in traffic, what's happening? What is the problem? You get angry, right? You get frustrated. Why is that? When you are in traffic jam. So you should remember this thing. Always find a reason to be glad. Always find a reason to be in peace. Make fun out of it. So now, we are reaching, and you all are reaching your old age, right? You are losing your young age. Now the white hair, gray hair is coming, and so this is how, that is the permanent thing, right? So, but if you are enjoying in becoming losers, if you can enjoy, okay, I'm getting old. That is it is not the bitter truth. Yes, we can say it's the bitter truth, but it is the real truth. But why is the problem? We can't accept. We are not ready to accept. That is where we have to practice. We must practice to accept. Deep acceptance. Deep acceptance. Because that is the outcome which is coming after learning the real nature of who we are. Who am I? The Dhamma. That is what we call Dhamma. Dhamma is not something which has to be in the temple or in the monastery. That is very wrong. It is something which has to be in each and every one of lives. At home. Dhamma. The real truth of who we are. But what you are learning, what kind of studies you are giving to your children? What you all are giving? Rather learning about the truth of our lives, we are asking them, we are forcing them to chase after what? Not the reality. Always we tell them, your kids, your grandkids, you have to achieve the success. You have to achieve the happiness. But happiness is followed by what? Duality is always there when it comes to the mind. Because dualities are there. The 8 worldly conditions. What? The happiness and the sorrow is there. Pain and pleasure is there. The pleasure is followed by the pain. So it's coming after. But the mindfulness practice means we are observing and we are analyzing and we are learning the behavior of the mind. And now we know we should not attach to this. Negative emotions. If we are going to attach, what attachment is happening, how is the attachment happening? Why? Due to not knowing the truth and due to unmindfulness, unconsciousness, ignorance and the unconsciousness. If we know this truth, from the school days that we have learned about this truth of who we are, the mechanism of who we are. But we are learning the mechanism, okay, how the heart is working, how the digestion system is working, how the respiratory system is working. Everything we are learning, but not the mind mechanism, except the mind mechanism, right? So this is the education we have to give to our children. That's what in Sri Lanka also we are trying to implement these things in schools. But it's very difficult. Right? Once you have learned this, you know how the life, what the life is, then you can face the life in peace. If you are peace, that is the greatest happiness. So how much you are struggling? So why in the traffic jam you can't be in peace? What is happening? When you are in the traffic jam, now after today, you have to tell yourself, oh my God, I am going to get a great time to practice mindfulness, which is the greatest thing in the world as a human being that I have to do, and where I can accumulate a lot of merits for free without doing anything. Do nothing. Can you stay without doing anything? No, you have to listen to some music. You have to go and visit some waterfalls and the various things. Who is asking that? Mind is asking for it. Then you become a slave of the mind, rather becoming the master. So why don't you become the master of your mind? That is where you have to observe the thoughts. That is where at the initial stage, okay, be aware about how the breathing is happening, how the breathing is starting, the middle and the end. How the anger. But at the beginning, for beginners, they cannot observe the anger, because after you getting angry, after telling the harsh words and after even hitting, then you realize, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Even after hitting your children, no, sometimes blaming them, right? I shouldn't have done that. What happened to me? Then it's too late, but it's never too late as well. But at least you are starting. Because once the anger is finished, okay, you find out. Okay, what is happening when the lust is there, the passion. That is how you are breaking which precept? Third one, no? You are going after, people are going after, sorry. People are going after the other women, the women are going after men. Because they are not content with one woman or one man. Why? Mind is asking. Maybe the other one, okay, food is the same. Okay, maybe that when we go to the market, supermarket or whatever, the shopping mall, how many things are there? See, now after becoming a nun even, I am just not here, even earlier in Sri Lanka, I am just going to shopping malls. And just with people, that they are going for shopping, I say, wait, I will also come. So then I see, my God, there are how many things. To satisfy this tongue, this small part, how many things are there? How many things people are producing? How many marketing they are doing? So as a marketer, when I was working for a company which is producing fabric, right? So I saw that they are sending us, the customer is sending us the particular color, that color we have to achieve. Then sometimes it's very difficult. We are, sometimes 1,000 meters, million meters sometimes. Right? So they are like, once we cannot achieve the color, again we are sending through these big machines where we are releasing so much of heat to the environment and so much of the artificial dye stuff which are very harmful. And so we are wasting time, money, so many things. I was thinking, what is this? We are just, why we need these clothes? Why these fashions? So you have to think of this. This is how I start to think. What is the fashion means? Now even fashion, they are not wearing full also, no? Full kit. Or just some full kit, open, no, yeah. So that is how things are. Just look at things. be with open eyes. And then we start to feel the deep of everything. The existence, how stupid people are. How stupid this development is. That's how I see. I mean, okay, we can go ahead. But what is the purpose? What are we achieving at last? Going under the soil, back to soil, or becoming ash? So when we start to understand these things, what's happening? The result, consequences. I mean, the attachments are not happening. We are not running after like dogs, or in a very competitive way. And you will not push your children, the poor children. Okay, go for it, achieve this, do this. I've talked to some of these, the people here, everybody in Sri Lanka same. They want to go to America, they want to go to Canada, they want to go to Australia. My friends who was with me in the university, most of them are in America, Australia, Canada, UK, yes. But I didn't want to go. Because I did my PhD was to investigate about who I am. Way out of suffering. What is this? The greatest philosophy preached by Buddha. The truth of our life. So then, we are in inner peace, and we are also in this world, with this chaotic world. We are with the same crowd. But we see the reality. So otherwise, what's happening? Otherwise, we will end up with pains and psychological stress, right? Tell me the names. Depression, schizophrenia, panic attacks. So many names are there. But there are actually when the people are coming to me, they say that I have depression. Then I'm talking to them. I say, no, you don't have depression. Okay, sometimes the mind is more aggressive. Oh, yes, that is the nature of the mind. Just be mindful, just analyze, there are the precautionary actions and preventive actions, and we can resolve it. That's not a problem. It's so simple. But it depends on how much you can dedicate yourself to that. How much you can dedicate to your practice. That dedication is which matters most. The pains are there because how these pains are coming. The mind is creating everything. Buddha said what this mind creates is a magic. What this mind creates is an illusion. What this mind creates is a mirage, a dream. So then you have to find out how come we can feel when the pains are there, we feel. When the mental stress is there, we experience. So how come the Buddha is saying like that? So you have to find out. I've heard that there is no self those days, right? I was thinking, but I can feel myself. No, I am here. No, I can feel myself. No, this I am here. No, I can experience things. No, what is this non-self? Then the question was there. Then I find. This is what you call this the doctrine follower. You have to follow the doctrine. That it has to be. It is there in the lift. Faith follower. Okay, lift. You are going up and down. You saw that? Doctrine follower. You have to be the doctrine follower. But they are just messages. The messages are all everywhere. It's nice the arrangement of this temple. When there were time, even when I took a piece of paper, when I see a word, I took it as a messenger. This is giving me a message. Right? Even small thing. If there's something on the floor, this is giving me a message. I'm like finding, okay, what is the message? But there was a time I was so much into investigation. But if you are going to deep investigation, okay, until you found the truth, yes, you have to go, but after that you have to let go of that also investigation. That's what Buddha said. After you cross the river, you have to let go of the ferry. Ferrari, not Ferrari, ferry, no? Raft. Yes, ferry. Ferrari can go in the water, right? No? On the road only. Ferrari? No, vehicle, the car? Huh? Yeah, go and come out. Yes. So you have to let go. You don't want to do it forever until you realize you go to the core until you realize that there's nothing. You have to do the experiment. But some people are waiting to do the things in the next life. But to do in the next life, at least you should have started in this life, in this very life. This where I did meditation, the Mitirigala Nissarana Vanaya, there the main theme is Nibbana in this very life itself, which means the liberation in this very life itself. And I would say Nibbana, the liberation in this present moment itself. The present moment. Again, we are coming back to the present moment. Present moment, it's always the present moment. Now also present moment. In the morning also we were in the present moment. There's no future and past. What do you think? Because always present moment. So put your strength through the present moment. Okay, I'll give you this simple technique. Now I've learned you lot of things to do, right? Right? You have to practice. This the Satipatthana. This actually the Dhamma means you have to practice. So the other thing I will be sharing with you all is this is what I talked earlier as well. So how to stay empty? How to stay empty? While with open eyes, open eye meditation. Be mindful while you are with open eyes. So this is, you should have heard, some of you all have heard, Buddha was staring at the bo tree without blinking for 7 days. How many days? 7 days without blinking. So shall we try to stay 1 minute or 30 seconds without blinking? Like this. How is it? I can stay more. Those who can do that, raise your hands. Yes, good. Keep on practicing. Others, okay. Start, for few seconds. Just like without blinking. Then see what's happening. What is happening to your eyes, and it's like burning sensation will be coming. There will be a time you will start, you can cry without a reason. So you all don't want to experience it. You can cry without a reason. Usually the tears are coming for when you are in pain, so without pain you can cry. The tears will be coming. Okay, it's okay. Even blinking is happening, but it's like this. What I want to explain you is, when you are closing your eyes, and then you can open your eyes, the moment you are opening your eyes, you are opening to the space. when you are opening your eyes, look at yourself whether there are thoughts or not. Okay, let's do that. Close your eyes. Stay calm and quiet. And open your eyes. The moment you are opening your eyes, are there thoughts? The moment, this moment, you can notice there are no thoughts. Even, okay, to what you are opening your eyes? At the very first sight, are there any objects? Is this mind is focused? Is these eyes are focused? The moment you are opening your eyes, the eyes are not yet focused. You are opening to the whole image that you were telling, who was telling that image. It's like an image. These eyes are like cameras. And when you start to practice this, okay, stay there for few seconds or 1 minute if possible. I mean, try to improve that. I mean, while you are working, even while you are in traffic jam, right? Just close your eyes and open and just merge with the space. Then you start to see not the focus. If you are focusing to the front side, now just bring your attention to the both sides. There you can stay without thoughts. And if the thoughts are coming, you can clearly notice them, how the thoughts are coming. That is another mindfulness practice. From these things, you are improving your mindfulness, awareness. There you are becoming able to catch how the bad thoughts are coming, how the good thoughts are coming, how the peaceful thoughts are coming, how the happy thoughts are coming, how the depressive thoughts are coming. Then what's happening? Then what you get the control. I am not going to promote, I am not going to give the votes for these depressive thoughts, these angry thoughts. Okay, these things keep on practicing. Then people will not, that always, when possible, you can meditate like this as well. You can go into the deep of the meditation, or keep on observing. And that thing, even in the traffic jam, you can notice. Then the thoughts are coming. My God, I'm not sure what the children are doing at home, whether they have eaten something or not. Right? Oh, that the other side one is like this, the bike is coming from this side and they are like crossing the way sometimes. You get angry for no reason. That is where you have to give dana. You have to offer dana. Let him go. Be happy. Oh, that poor person is in hurry. Why we can't think in that way? Because we are always want to, we are in hurry. For what? Just think of that. For what? Because I have to do this task and we have to do this. So now you all have gone to schools, no? You have learned so many things, no? Just contemplate. Is there any use of what you have learned at school? The majority? I don't think, because I've gone to the university as well. Yes, there is some kind of training we have obtained. But I learned chemistry, maths, management. Yeah, quantum, yes, they are we can talk like somebody because we have learned things. But when we come to the inner stage, these things you have to question yourself. That's why today's program, I am giving you as eye openers and just go deep and find some time and do meditation, be mindful, and early in the morning, at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and before you go to sleep in the night, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I mean, if possible, please increase the time. And walk in, do some walking. Even in the office. While I was going to the office, I was, for about 3 years, I was totally wearing white for the office. Because I was dealing with international customers. And I didn't care what they are thinking. But my friends of the office, they were praising. When we look at you, it's so calming our mind. Because you are in white, full white. But most of the people, they are not strong enough to do such things. Because they think, what the other people will think about me, how can I do that? Right? Why we are why we are wearing various clothes, buying lot of things, lot of bags, handbags, watches, the shoes. How many? Let's go and see at your home. Maybe now not, but those days. And you can look at the other people, your children, your grandchildren, and how much, we don't want to go and stop anything in the world. We can just observe everything. Just observe. And whether we are going towards inner peace or the chaotic, hectic, the busy life of the society. Who has created this society? These systems. Why not this Buddha system or even Jesus? Jesus was talking about the truth. Muhammad Nabi was talking about the truth. But where are we all of us? Yes, we need food, we need the clothes. But those days, because there were no enough clothes, the monks, they took the clothes from the dead bodies and they dyed them and they were wearing. But now, how many companies are producing because this is my field, the clothes. I was thinking, my God. Right? How many companies are producing perfumes? How many companies are producing various food? So then when we, start to look at when we are broadening our view, what is happening? We become simple. We can use the stuff, but what is needed for us, and the consumption is becoming up to the level we want. We are consuming based on the utility value. So that's why that is what we call the wisdom, inner peace, inner happiness. I would rather call, I will not use this happiness word, but inner peace. we are relaxed. Just think who has created this society and system. Some other defiled minds. So then you have to think, is it necessary to go after the systems? Or just be distant? We are in the system, but be distant, and then you will find your own inner peace. We can go for question and answer session. So you can ask questions. For this moment, I will end up my talk. And please go ahead and come up with your questions and ideas. And afterwards, we can do some little metta meditation and wind up the session. And maybe some walking. So you will say, okay, Ayya, that you said there are no problems. Yes, now we don't have any problems. We are so relaxed and we have no problems. That's how nice it is, no?
May you be well and happy. I have 3 questions. So the first question is, how does one maintain mindfulness when going outdoor walking? For example, we go for morning, evening walk. So we go to the park. How do we maintain the mindfulness?
Yes. When you go to park, yes. When you are doing walking, yes. How to maintain mindfulness?
Yes.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So sure. What is happening when you are walking in the park? Usually?
Yes, usually what I do is I do a bit of walking meditation at a fast pace. I still left, right. Sometimes I also stop and turn. Intention to turn, I also do that. But sometimes it's not appropriate. So if I go to a park where there's nobody, I might do that. But if I go to the park, lots of people, I will not do that. I will just walk left, right.
Which means you're mindful to your walking.
Yes.
You get any disturbances when the people are there?
Not really.
Yeah.
If let's say even if people are there, I would not do the part where I stop and turn about.
Yeah, you are concentrating or you are into what you do, the left, right.
You see, there are 2 parts. One is I try to go to the park where there's nobody to do the actual walking meditation.
Yeah, but next time you have to go when they are the people, when the crowd is there.
When the crowd is there, I feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because when I stop and turn, they might think that I'm a lunatic.
You are a
lunatic. That something is wrong with me. Something is wrong with me.
Yeah.
So I cannot do that when there's people at the park.
Yeah. That is the thing. This is how mind create things. What they think of me. And that I am doing this walking meditation, maybe that they think that I am a lunatic. Now who's creating this? Mind.
Yeah.
Then you have to blame the mind. This is what Buddha has said. So that who cares what the other people think, right? Let me share the nice story. There was a small boy, and he wants to know how to stay happy, how to stay relaxed, how to stay in inner peace. Then the teacher said, okay, now you have to go to the shop and buy a big watermelon, and you have to keep it on the head and come to the teacher's place without letting it fall down, right? You have to keep it on the head and come mindfully. So the boy went to the town and he bought a big watermelon and he kept on his head. And then he was like coming slowly. He was like, you have to get the balance. And he was coming slowly. And then people, this is a boy, right? People were watching and they start to laugh. Then the boy didn't care about what the other people are doing, about their laugh and the things, because he has given a particular instruction by the teacher, he has to follow it. And he was in a relaxed way and with the very determination. So he was just coming through the junction. People were just laughing and taking fun out of it. But the boy didn't give any value to the things. He didn't care. And he was just coming to the teacher and then keep it in front of the teacher. And then the teacher also started to laugh. Then boy got upset. Boy thought that teacher will praise him because now he did what the teacher told him to do. And he was like expecting the good feedback from the teacher. But instead he was also laughing. Then boy started to weep and was crying. And then teacher said, You know, now just recall how you came through the city. People were laughing. What happened? You didn't care at all because you were determined with the target given, the purpose. So you were nicely coming. Now here you are expecting something else from me. And then boy realized where the problem is. This mind is expecting things. Mind is imagining. Mind is judging. That is that is where we have to hit the mind. We have to blame the mind. We have to be aware of the nature of the mind. Who is creating this the suffering nature? Mind is a separate thing. Practice to look at the mind as a separate the entity, separate something, separate being. And you are this mindfulness, you are this awareness, you are this consciousness. When you are conscious, then the other side of the positive side of the mind can come and say, what is the bad thoughts this mind is creating? I don't want to listen to you. You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to the mind, discuss, and come to the wise decisions. Rather being slave of the ignorant mind, you are becoming you are giving the priority, the value to the wise mind, wise side of us. We have this side. So we have to give the strength to that side of the mind. So next time, okay, you don't have to, so good that's why you have to, go, frequently go when the people are there. So this is the training. The greatest training you are getting is how to tame your mind, how to train your mind to be happy and peace.
We are just Putajana.
Huh?
We are just Putajana, worldling.
Putajana. Yeah, that's why. No, that's why you have to come out of this the mundane thinking, the Putajana thinking, right? So can you do that?
I've been trying.
Yes, we try and try and try.
Yeah.
One day you can fly. That is what Buddha said. Bhavito bahulikato abhiññāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati. So nibbana is coming. The peace, inner peace is coming. So you have to. That's why I said. Now I am the general here. That I am giving the orders to you. Now you have to order yourself. You have to be the master. Okay, so for happiness, so you have to fight this. The winning this inner fight is the greatest thing. Confronting rather winning another country, rather winning your own the mind is the greatest thing that we can do. The mano pubbangama dhamma mano setta manomaya. The mind is the one who's creating suffering. And when the wisdom is there, with the wisdom eye, we can change the perspectives, how the mind works. So we don't care. Now when you are talking, the stories are coming to me, right? There was another story. A man was just walking in the city, and there was another man. He was starting to blame this man for no reason, and with filthy words, harsh words. And then this man, the other man, got angry. But he couldn't do, because he was going to a meeting in the town, and he just went there, but anger was there inside him. What a man is that, he was blaming me, I haven't done anything, right? He was in anger. Then he went to that place and said, see, there was a man like this, and he was blaming me, and he was even criticizing me. See that I am so angry. Then the other person asked how he looks like. He said that he was wearing like this. He's a madman, no. Is it madman outside or here? We have both madman as well as the wise man, right? So we have to what? For the wise man. That is the same thing. When we are not wise, when we are not, when we are ignorant, so that is the same thing has happened to our country, right? We have voted for these ignorant people, and they are ruling the country, and that shows the wisdom of our whole nation, including I am also part of it. But we are trying, but we cannot make the world correct. But you can make your world correct and happy, peace. Right? That's why don't go and vote for it. But sometimes due to the habitual formation, these are the habits. Right? We should not be worried about anything. These are the habits which are coming from our inside. Habits are coming, we have to observe. The very bad habits are there in each and everybody of us. We have to observe that, if you work in the management sector, SWOT analysis, strength, weaknesses. So we have strengths as well as weaknesses. So opportunities are there as well as threats are there. So we have to observe. Let me share, when I was in the office, my boss went to America and he brought, after paying, the system called Toyota Production System, TPS, which means they are teaching root cause analysis. This is the teaching of Buddha. They are paying so much of dollars to America and bringing the system. But we are just neglecting our own, the Buddha's teaching. Root cause analysis is done by Buddha. How to go to the core and find out whether do you hear that they said something to you? Even say, let's imagine the people are telling, oh, what a lunatic he is. So let them, that is where we have, in our case, we got that training. Our teachers have guided us the way. Let people blame and then observe yourself. What's happening inside? If the volcanic reactions are happening, you have to be like a tortoise. What is tortoise doing? He's creeping into its shell. And then creep into your own shell and find out what is happening, how the volcanic reactions are happening, and how they are changing. This is the practice. This is advanced practice, right? At the beginning, you can't do that because you get agitated. If someone is directly complaining you, criticizing you for nothing you have done. But in this case, your imagination. So totally you have to blame yourself, not yourself. That the mind. Recognize, that is where we say, be mindful to the mind. So you got an answer? Yeah, please go ahead with the second one.
How to be mindful when we do brisk walking, very fast walking?
How to be mindful when we are doing fast walking?
Yes, fast walking to the extent that you cannot even, normally you do the labeling, left, right, but you walk very fast.
Yeah,
so
very good.
It's like running. So how to be mindful? You
can maintain mindfulness while you are running. Usually I am not a slow walker. I am walking fast. But sometimes here also that when you are walking, you become slow. Sometimes it's happening. But this is okay. This is the beginning of the practice. Okay, left, right. Why you are doing this practice? So that's why, when you are questioning, the things are coming out. The people think the Dhamma practice is, okay, to practice left, right, okay, be mindful. Why we are doing that? To improve mindfulness. When we are mindful, what is happening? We see how the thoughts are coming. Right? The final target is to be in peace, right? Peace of the environment where you are living, to be happy, right? So then what is happening? Even you can walk fast, you can run even. But at the same time, your attention is there on the activity. That which means that you can feel when you are running, you can again feel the sensations of the body. It is fast. And at the same time, sometimes you can notice if the thoughts are coming, but when you are fast, sometimes the thoughts are not there, you are just in the activity. So this fast movement is very much effective sometimes. You can do these things. Very good that you are asking these questions. Thank you very much. So, others also can learn. Because I wanted to tell these things, because this is, here I am like giving the initial the discussion. So while you are doing the fast walking, running, that's why I said in each and every activity we do, we can maintain mindfulness. So then you can notice, okay, if that while you are running, okay, you can notice, okay, let's say that somebody is like fallen down and you are running, you are mindful, and you know then what you have to do, what actions you have to take, okay, to call, if you are mindful, if you are not mindful, what is happening? Oh my God, what happened? The panic or the fear is coming. And if you are mindful, okay, I have to call the police, I have to call the ambulance if there's accident, you see. And you are going and you are trying to see how I can help the person, how I can support the person. So when you are mindful, you know how, that is why I said, like when you are going to the top of a building, top of a mountain, you see everything. How the thoughts are coming, how the bodily movements are happening, so everything you see. Then you know to which one you have to give the priority, to which thoughts. That is why depending on the situation, you are using this machine to do particular activities, most suitable activities and most suitable words for the peaceful nature of the situation and for the most effective, to get the most effectiveness of the situation, right? So not the peace. Sometimes you have to blame your children if they are doing bad things, if somebody is addicted to drugs, or if they are smoking, or if they are doing bad things. Sometimes you have to be somewhat harsh. But again, you are like, you are very, very attentive and observing how to handle the case. So this skill is coming. That's where it says in Karaniya Metta Sutta, you become skillful, right? So you know how to handle this body and the mind, the energy here, to be help for others, a support for others, as well as you.
One more question which I wrote down is, what is the right mindfulness in the Eight Noble Path?
Could you please clarify your question further?
Because it is specifically related to meditation. So when you have the right view, you're able to see, right view to see nama rupa.
Yeah.
You're able to see that there's a right view. Then the right understanding, you are able to maybe understand that this is the right way to go. And then there's a right mindfulness. I don't know what is this right mindfulness.
Yeah, you know, that's what I mean. When it comes to Eightfold Path, everything is included in this discussion. But like I'm not like labeling this is Eightfold Path, this is Four Noble Truth, this is Bojjhangas. But in general, when you are practicing this mindfulness, that leads to Sammaditthi, right understanding, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. So that once you start to practice, that if you have not come to the right view, the first thing, right?
Yes.
So there again, this sati, the samma, the mindfulness is coming in this the seven bojjhangas, the seven factors of enlightenment. The first thing is sati, the mindfulness, right? Dhamma Vijaya and the going ahead. Again, the sati is coming in various places, right? So, but now in my this discussion that we have, taken it to how to practice this. When it comes to the subject matters, they are there, in various places. But this is the way how we should start. Come to here and now, be mindful, and then you will be developing further mindfulness. Okay. There is no wrong mindfulness.
Yes,
right?
there is no wrong mindfulness.
There is no wrong. If you are mindful, you are mindful. You are aware. There is no wrong awareness. I mean, if awareness may be on a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
That sometimes, sometimes let's say that there are some money here. You feel like, that there are some money here, you feel like taking. That is a bad thought, no? It is a bad thought, no? But can we say it's that, but you are aware about how the mind is working. So then can we say it is wrong mindfulness? No, there is no something called wrong mindfulness. This is when it comes to the right mindfulness, this is how, interpretations are there. But don't go and attach to interpretations. But what matters most is the practice.
Yes.
Then with practice, so you will understand what right mindfulness is, which brings you happiness, which brings you understanding, which brings you the wisdom.
I guess mindfulness is very wide.
Mindfulness is very wide.
Very wide.
Yes.
That's why when you say right view, you know the view to understand what is nama rupa. When you got the right concentration, you go for the object, meaning to say the rising, falling, and the breathing. But when it comes to right mindfulness, where is the target?
Yeah, the paying attention. Paying attention to what you do in this moment, and what is the behavior of the mind, and the words you are using, the actions which are happening here. So we can say, simply we can say that is the right mindfulness, but there is no something called, it is mindfulness. Right or wrong, when it comes to that is the thing. When it comes to this practice, there are no right and wrongs. You are just practicing, you are mindful. There are no goods and bads. Even to the bad you are mindful, even to the good you are mindful. So you are choosing, you are selecting, at this moment, let's say that if your child is doing something bad, you have to talk to him in a strong way. Then somebody will say, you are a person who's meditating, so that is wrong. No, that is not wrong. Sometimes Buddha has used harsh words, strong words to monks when they are not behaving properly. Right? At that point, we have to use the power. Sometimes if people are doing, we have to use, because, I will tell you another story. There was a king, and this king went to Buddha. Then Buddha was asking a question, imagine that your child has eaten fish, and on his throat the fish, bones, have got stuck. Then how are you going to remove it? So then the king answered, I try to take it out. Maybe I will put my hand, I will try to take it out. Then Buddha said, if you can't take it out, even after putting your hand, what will you be doing? Then I will take from his legs, and I will do little somewhat, hitting to the back, and then let it come. Then Buddha is asking, isn't that hurting to the person? It's hurting. But what we are doing, we are trying to recover him from the death. Because if it's going inside, what will happen? Sometimes he will die. But rather, let him die. We have to do something even which it hurts him. In that way. So that's why when it comes to sati, mindfulness, so that is the samma sati means the translation is not the right thing, the right view. It is for the Dhamma school children, not for us, not for the practitioners, to understand that they have just translated samma as the right view and right this thing and that, right samma vacha, right words. When it comes to real satipatthana practice, you are mindful on bad words even, the good words as well. And in the mind, the both are coming. So there we are choosing. Sometimes you cannot control, you are telling bad words, harsh words too. But you can't control until you are developing. Then you start to worry about that. Oh, what did I say? I shouldn't have tell. Then next time you become more mindful, and next time you are improving, right? So therefore, that's why how come this Angulimala, the killers, became Arahant? Then Buddha said, you are a killer, please don't come here. You are a prostitute, please don't come here. You are thieves. Thieves are not allowed to come to my sasana. No. So they also came. And there was the what do you call, teetotaler, the drunkard, Sarakani, his name is Sarakani. And he was drinking, but he has achieved this first stage of the Sotapanna, first stream entrant. But he was drinking. There are the situation like that. So when it comes to this thing, I mean, don't worry about the words, but the translations are there. Sometimes they are not matching. But keep on practicing. Then which matters most is your own hands-on, under-the-nose experience, direct experience. There you will get the wisdom. You will no more worry about the words. Okay. Thank you very much. It's nice.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Yes.
Venerable. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yes. Okay. And there is another question. Sukhi hontu Ayya. How do I overcome unwholesome thoughts in the day? I feel so guilty whenever I see it arises. Okay. Yes. This is the problem. I feel it so guilty whenever I see it arises. So, how do I overcome unwholesome thoughts in the day? The main thing, that's why I said, first thing you have to accept, deep acceptance. Please write down or have a tattoo somewhere. Deep acceptance, right? Okay, let me tell you another story. You should have heard this. Anger eating demon, story of the anger eating demon. Have you heard? No, you heard? Okay, only one is there. Let me tell the others. Okay, there was a demon, a small one. Once he went to the kingdom of a country, the palace, and he went and he sat in the chair of the king. What is the called? Throne, no? Yeah, he sat on the throne. So then the king wasn't there. And the ministers were there, and they were coming, and they got angry. How come you are sitting in king's throne? This is only for the king, and you should not be here. And they were like treating very, very badly, trying to chase him out. But what happened was the demon was a very small one, and was a very nice one. But when they are blaming and scolding and try to put pressure and try to chase him out, what happened? He was becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he started to stink more and more as well. And then by the time the king reached the palace, and the ministers ran and told that there's a devil, this is what happened. We tried to chase him out, dear king, but we couldn't. Now he's sitting there, very stinking, and now he's very big. Then king realized what has happened. Then, okay, let me handle it. And king came and to the devil. Oh, my dear devil, when did you come? Why these ministers didn't treat you well? How are you? Let me treat you well. Let me bring you some drink and some food for you. And he was so kind to the devil. And then what happened? Devil started to become smaller, 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 and also the stinking was gone. And then when he's small, and then the ministers could take him and send him out. So what happened? What is the reason? Even the things are coming. You have to be friendly. When the anger is coming, unwholesome thoughts are coming, accept them. They are not yours. They are not yours. From where are they coming? From old habitual patterns, from the DNA. That's why I was asking whether you are believing in previous lives. These are the patterns which have been created and deposited inside our system, this program, from previous lives. Right now, they are coming. That is where you have to be mindful and strong. Okay, now the friend is coming. Right? Okay, look at them and watch them and see how they are changing. Now whoever the person, everybody is having unwholesome thoughts, no? Will you accept me? The thoughts are coming. Even sometimes, it is natural. The thoughts are coming. These unwholesome thoughts are coming. So, now, do you have now, in this present moment, now have unwholesome thoughts? No. You didn't? Yes. Oh, yes, I got it. So, do you have now? In this moment? No. So then clap. That is what your practice has to be. The moment you awake, the moment you are mindful, no more anger is there, no more passion is there, no more unwholesome thoughts are there other than the mindfulness, energy of mindfulness. That's why the power of mindfulness. The moment you are mindful, that's why you have to practice. You know that, okay, say that unwholesome thoughts are coming. You are aware about unwholesome thoughts mean you are no more unwholesome thoughts. It's okay, they are there. Don't worry. Now how many like this, the dark dots are there. So let them be. Sometimes the snakes can come and let them stay. As long as they are not biting. They are not biting us, we are biting them. No? So, there are bad people. I mean, don't go that's why Buddha said, don't go and associate them. Sometimes you can't prevent that. We know that their behaviors are not so wholesome. Right? But we say, hi, hello, yes, yes. But we are not, let them absorb to our inner self. With a distance, we see, because sometimes we can't totally reject them. So in the same way, let unwholesome thoughts to be there. You have to be brave to accept them. This is the thing. I feel guilty. Just delete that part. Don't feel guilty. You don't want to feel guilty. That is unwholesome. Right? So accept whatever the things. This is what we call deep acceptance. In mind, that's why when you become mindful, you become so strong. That is the association of the good friends, Dhamma friends are needed. That is how even I was feeling guilty those days, when unwholesome thoughts are coming to be, yes, to share with you. Because I didn't know how to handle them. Then my teachers used to say the same thing. Now I am like sharing. So we have to say, sadhu, sadhu. This is coming from the Lord Buddha, the teachings. That is why the sasana, the establishment is, prevailing, sustaining. So this teaching is akalika. That is what akalika means. No time, no space. So we can learn each and every moment.
Sukihon too. Bhante, just now you mentioned about a king coming back and the demon was sitting in his chair and the king spoke to the demon and the king spoke in a very nice way and a very loving way. I thought that, your message would also add that in anger that we feel, we can overcome the anger by doing metta, by being kind.
Yes. Yes. That's why the king was doing metta. Before do metta, you have to first recognize anger as anger. That is the main thing. That is why I said the first step, you are recognizing anger as anger, then which means you are mindful. The energy of mindfulness means that is no more anger, you are mindful. then you are mindful, you don't want to do metta, separate metta as well. But sometimes, yes, okay, sometimes the things are coming. You can say, may I be well, may I be in peace. First, you have to overcome this anger here, no? If things are coming, may I be well, may I be in peace. Please calm down, please calm down. Like the king is talking to the demon. You have to love yourself. Please calm down. And if there is the situation where in the family, so just move away, go to a different place, and give yourself a space. So then you can tell yourself, please calm down. But the more you become smart in your practice, then the anger is there, and you are so strong, you see anger, but nobody will see you that you are angry. You are angry, you are in anger. Because you are so strong, right? Because you are in such a control. You see that this is like bursting and like volcanic eruptions, things are coming, but you are still calm. This state is coming out of practice. There are those days there are so many situations in my life as well. This is the feelings, the anger is coming. This is what we call, you should have heard this asava anusaya kilesa, underlying tendencies, the iceberg theory. The 10% of the iceberg is on the top and the 90% is underneath. We don't see what is happening inside. In the same way, now when we are mindful, we start to see the unconscious patterns. We become conscious to these unconscious or the previous habitual patterns. Because why these things happen? In previous lives or the moment before these things, in our early stages of our life, we were ignorant. We didn't know this Dhamma. We didn't know how to tackle with these things. So then what happened? When things are coming from inside, we took what the words we heard, the bad words we heard as, oh, they told me, they blamed me, as we hold them as I, me, mine. Then this negative energy was built up and it deposited inside. And at that time we didn't see, we didn't notice, okay, that hurt, it's going. It's said, it's going. The impermanent nature. And you didn't notice the non-self nature. It's just hearing. In Bahya Sutta, you should have heard. So, ditte ditta matang bhavissati, mute muta matang, which means the seeing is seeing, just seeing. Once you saw, it's finishing. Then you are recognizing. This is why, there are some deep details that, you have to follow and find out. Because in a day, we cannot discuss everything, and you should be attending the things, the retreats and the things. Maybe, hopefully, you will get those things. So, the moment the word is heard, it is finishing. But then the mind is coming. This judging mind is coming and holding, this is bad, this is good. Then if it is bad, you are attaching. If it is good, you are attaching. If it is bad, the anger is developing. So then you are mindful to the process. Oh, how the anger is happening. So let people blame you. Because they are giving us a chance to practice, to become wholesome. Let unwholesome thoughts come, right? The moment, okay, with the practice, then even the people are blaming you, people are accusing you, you don't care. Let them do what they want, because as I told you in the story, that girl, they are, due to some reasons, they have got their pond agitated. The poor people, helpless people, ignorant people. Sometimes we can't help. Not sometimes, most of the time we can't help. So what? But we can help ourselves. So then we are like, okay, thank you very much for blaming me. But so I was waiting for this, when, as I told you, when these pains are coming and when the sicknesses are coming, So always at the beginning, yes, impossible. But once you start to, we have heard these sort of practices from our teachers. These are the practical aspect, how to live practically. When the boss of your company is blaming, just listen to him. And when I started my working, when I went to the office as a beginner, people try to misuse me. And because I am a woman, most of them were men. Right? And even my immediate boss, they were sometimes blaming me. And the even lower categories, I didn't know because I am a woman, and they'll try to create some embarrassed situations. So then slowly I learned things. And then later on, even sometimes I've talked to my boss in some strong way in front of all the crowd. Then my boss got shamed. Because it's that's where you build up your strength. That's where when the Dhamma is developing yourself, you get such a strength, enormous strength. And even to talk to when the wrong things are happening, right? So when it comes to this stage, you are mindful. When you are becoming mindful, at the beginning you can say, please calm down, dear, and you can spread love to yourself. May I be in peace, that you will notice. But instead, I will give you another practice. When you are in anger, rather going for metta meditation, you can notice when you are in anger what kind of sensations are there inside you. This is insight meditation. You are taking it as a meditation object, and how this heartbeat is going up when you are in anger, and how the breathing is happening so fast, and how much of uncomfortable nature is inside you. Then you are mindfully observing the nature when you are in anger. Then what's happening is, naturally the mind is learning to let go of the things, because naturally this doesn't want to stay in uncomfortable nature. That is the advantage of practicing mindfulness. Rather jumping into the metta meditation, right? Which means you are in this empty state, means your calm means you are spreading metta. You don't want to utter the words or do metta. But again, you become metta. You become love itself. And you start to then, you are the walking love ball, walking metta ball. Right? Yes. So this unagitated mind, non-agitated mind, non-reactive mind is the most powerful thing, most powerful state that we can reach. Non-agitated mind. Let people blame you, so just stay without reacting. But this has to practice. So people have to blame you, right? Welcome blaming. Don't worry about blaming or accusation, whatever the things, because you are advancing in your spirituality. That is another opportunity the nature is giving. Because nature is using that particular situation, that particular person, to upgrade your spirituality, to make you more strength. When the Devadatta was coming and doing all the bad things to Buddha, what happened? Buddha was just staying like an unshaken pillar. Right? So this unshaking nature, unshaken mind is the mind which will be emerging through mindfulness practice.
This is just like thinking of another aspect. You mentioned earlier that the demon was there, and the ministers were telling the demon that he should not be sitting on the king's seat, and they started scolding him. So that built him up. He became huge, and he became angry, and he became very ferocious. Now, if one is there and you see this, this is another thinking, yeah? If we keep noble silence,
which means the demon
Yeah.
is maintaining the noble silence.
No, we Meaning
yes.
the minister, if I'm
Ministers,
one of the minister, let's
Yeah.
say, and then we just get everybody and say, hey, just shut up. Just be quiet and just keep noble silence.
Yes.
I'm just playing in my mind. If we keep noble silence, I think the demon can also come down.
Yes. That's
Right?
how, I mean, when the people are, somebody is coming and doing something bad
Yeah.
to you, if you are staying non-agitated, that is a very good point. So how
I'm
come,
just thinking.
yeah, how come the things are becoming worst in your families, in your working places? How things are becoming worst? Because you are going to react. You are reacting. But rather let him play whatever they do, that you have to have a lot of good training as well. And what is happening? They are also calming down. Right? Let me share another story with me. When I was going to the office again, that I had to give an order to the printer. Print this particular print. It is like, I-26A. There are the prints I-26B, I-26C. So this particular print, instead of I-26A, I had given I-26B. Because I've already given the order, but in the morning email, I typed incorrectly and I sent it to the printer. Then he has printed. And somehow, again, he has recognized he has printed the wrong thing because of my wrong information. And he's supposed to look at the order, not my email. But he was also just looking at the email and had made the wrong printing that has been done. And it's some 1,000 meters, some dollars, a lot of dollars. When it converted into rupees, a lot of money. Even more than my salary. So then I was thinking that I have made a big mistake there, because now it is printed, that we can't bring this the paper printing. The paper we are bringing from UK, and fabric from also somewhere, and we are doing only in this case the printing. So how to tackle the situation? I was not agitated. Okay, I accept myself. Okay, now things have happened, right? Then I was very calm. Then I told it to my immediate boss, see that something like this has happened. He said, okay, now if it's happened, you have to look after. You have to find solution. Go and find solution. That is how my immediate boss is. Then I was thinking, I went to the printer and I checked the printing, what has happened. Then it is a very light color, the print, and what we needed is a dark blue color. So then I told the boy, shall we print on top of this a sample and let's see. Then we printed and it came okay. Then now I have to go to the big boss to get the approval, because there are certain things, this thing, and you have to get his approval. Then I have to go and tell the truth. I am not lying even. So then I was thinking, I was very calm and quiet. I am ready to face anything. These things have come out of my practice, mindfulness practice. Then I went to him. When he starts to blame, he's blaming in very bad words. So I was expecting everything. I was prepared. That's why it says, go prepared. I was prepared to face everything, and I just went to him very calm and quiet. His name was Mr. Sam. I told Mr. Sam, I've done a big mistake. That is the very first thing I told. Rather, I have to get my neck cut first than letting them cut. So I made a big mistake. This is what happened. And now we find a solution as well. And please go and approve, because we have to get the approval for fabric and further papers, and there were so many procedures. Could you please go and see and have a look? He was just looking at my face. He didn't say anything. He just went. Then I was also waiting. And then he has gone there and he has approved it. Why he was? Because he is not a calm person. Because I am calm and I told the truth, And he was respecting that. They are respecting that. Right? That's why, I mean, when we are calm, and then he has settled because there are certain things that he has to adjust in the stocks and other things, and they have done that. So, because I was calm. When you are calm, I have faced many situations like this. Certain things, it's in detail. But I learned how to be a tortoise. How to go inside, how to calm. When the others are, no, sometimes I raised my voice as well. But most of the time it's so, it's so easy, relax, to like run away. I mean, just move away, stay calm, be silent sometimes. Let things happen. But what we can't do is, we can't wait and see. Because the mind is coming and it is agitated and telling. Because why? Due to the old habits. What we are doing is we are recognizing these old habits within us. Old patterns. So that is why don't refuse anything. Now don't refuse whatever the thoughts, unwholesome, wholesome, everything, let them come. And observe them. Practice to observe. Practice, observe the behavior. How they are rising and passing away, rising and passing away. They are never staying with you. They are just changing, going away. Right? We are also going away. We also have to say goodbye. Now the time is getting closer.
I would like to know, after practicing for some years, my my senses become very strong. When during meditation, I can tackle formal sitting meditation or walking, something like that. But during my daily life, because of the senses so strong, I have a lot of distraction, and it something like produce a lot of thoughts from my senses daily life. Because of my senses are very strong, after practicing for some years.
Strong or sensitive? You mean very sensitive?
Sensitive or something like that.
Yeah.
So it will trigger thoughts and some aversion also sometimes. Like I'm walking down the street, something stinking or smelly, it will affect, because it's so strong. Some people like hearing, smelling, all those things.
You mean these unseen things are coming? Or the what is in the environment?
No, senses. Like hearing, smelling.
You are hearing sounds which are not in the you mean unseen, the things are coming.
Sometimes songs from very far away also I can hear. So it's sensitive, I think, as you said. Very sharp. Sharp, like smelling also. Sometimes when I'm with others, people cannot smell it, but I can smell it. So I don't know
how to
tackle it in my daily life. But during meditation, I can tackle.
Yeah, because
not
meditation. Yes,
we are
when we are with the people.
Living our daily life.
Yes.
How to handle that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. This is when we meditate. Yes, our faculty is becoming very subtle and sharpening, and then we are starting to feel these as she said, they are coming in a very strong way. Even we are starting to feel the vibrations of the people. That in my experience, I feel like I can't stay with some people, but in one case, I had to stay with that one of the particular person in the same room, right? But she was a nun, right? And I can feel how aggressive she is. But I don't want to have any arguments, I don't want to just be in my calm and quiet state. But sometimes they are coming, they are very strong. There you have to be patient I mean, you have to find the situations whether you can avoid such situations, and sometimes you can't avoid, you can't run away, you can't accept that. You have to accept that, right? The more we accept, we become more strong. More and more strong. That is one part of our practice. So that is how you become strong. The self-confidence, such things are developing inside you. Because those are part of sometimes the people, some very bad odors are coming. I was in the forest as well, in caves, right? In caves, some strange smells are coming. Even I've heard this Ajahn Mun, this from Thailand, that there's a book, a very nice book. And when he was also in the cave, a bad odor has come. There were the celestial, these unseen beings of the lower stage, and they are purposely releasing this bad smell. Right? Then that you have to tackle with it, in the sense you have to be patient, you have to accept it. And when you are strong, that Ajahn Mun was addressing to them. And then at last, they were in the same anger-eating demon. So they became friendly with him, the Ajahn Mun. So in our cases also, sometimes these bad odors were coming. And for sure, what's happening? They are changing. For some moments, for some time, you have to be patient. You have to accept. Sometimes you have to be in that state. It's very difficult. So these difficulties, you should know how to stay with the difficulties. That is the greatest practice we are getting. When the pain, today's topic is also the same. No? The pains are there. And the people's behavior, these things are there. Right? So our faculties, when you practice meditation, our faculties are becoming so subtle. So then we start to feel the frequencies are there. From them also, that you will start to see some beings. You will start to hear some other different sounds as well. So not in this frequency level. From the other frequencies as well. So what you have to do is, whatever is coming, never staying. But what is happening? You start to, oh my God, what is this? The mind, that is what you have to observe. Mind starts to fight with them, reject them, right? So observe the nature of the mind, how thoughts are coming. Because they are good opportunities for you to practice, for you to advance your spirituality. That is why I said, every problem is a blessing. Every problem is coming with a good lesson to upgrade us in the spirituality. Think in that way. And so whatever the problems, the situations, the hard situations are coming to teach us. Okay? By hook or by crook, you have to do this if you want to upgrade your spirituality. Otherwise, you have to stay as a weak being. Right? That is what the nature is giving us, far more harder tests. Right? So, you have to pass the test. You have to face the test. And be happy. Always find a reason to be glad. Oh, good, that another test for me. Right? This is how we have to take things in a positive way. Otherwise, no, I can't face. Then these are like women. My teachers have shown the way how to be like, go beyond the men's strength as well. Be strong. That's how, how to be strong. How to be strong. Be strong. Then one day you can fly. Try and try and try. When you passed one set, again another hard test is coming. Expect more hard tests. right? Yeah. Yeah, you have to, because if you are to like go for fully liberation one day, which means when we are coming to this mother's womb, this is not, easy thing. When we are leaving the body, when the astral body is like separating, there are so many things. So we have to face the hardships of our life. They are coming one after the other. They are sometimes coming. So like, that this melon, watermelon story, don't take things in a serious way. Don't be so serious in life. I also used to be serious sometimes, but with the practice, with the association of teachers, we are not, we are like, learning how to take things in an easy way, how to tackle with things in an easy way. Always, okay, worship, okay, new lesson is coming for me. Okay, what else? We have to take a group photo as well. So keep on, remind yourself you have to smile, right? Under what circumstances? You should know how to smile. You know that there's a story again, the 3 laughing monks. This Chinese story, right? Anybody of you all know? Or you Chinese people know Malaysian Chinese. Malaysian. Yeah, there are these nice stories. These monks used to laugh wherever they go. Wherever they go, they are laughing without no reason. With no reason. So then once the one monk had died, again the other 2 are laughing. You can go to YouTube and just type the 3 laughing monks. Then you can find the story. And read these stories. They are very nice. Sometimes you can laugh. Look at sometimes there are these, when we look at the Buddha's image, it brings us peace. Look at when people are laughing. Sometimes when we are looking at they are laughing, we are starting to laugh. I have experience.
Bhante, this is related to earlier you were talking about when we are meditating, sometimes you get a whips of smell coming in, very strong smell. There was one occasion I went on a retreat, and 2 of the nights we were doing chanting until morning, meditation and chanting until morning. The first night was quite good because when we were sitting, we could smell a lot of flowers, different types of flowers, like orchids and all that, all sorts. And somehow it affects us because we feel very light, very happy, very refreshing. But there were no flowers laid on the table or in the room. Then the second night, Longpo told us or asked us, he says, yesterday the rain came, so only devas came. So tonight, we would like to attempt to do another night of all-night chanting. And this time, it was to dedicate to the departed and, So it was my first experience, very scared. I wasn't sure whether I'm going to be there. The class was about 30, 40 people in the first night. Everybody survived until morning. The second night, we only had 20 people. By half the night, by middle of the morning, like 3 a.m. in the morning, we were left with only 10 of us. The main reason why people left is that the smell was very strong. We didn't know what to do. Many times you had to get up and pretend to go to the toilet, then we breathe, then we come back. But my question is this: if I have never attempted another round of going for chanting for departed, but if I have to go, or if I decide to go and do chanting, all-night chanting for departed, how could I prepare myself to accept this smell? Though I need notice, smell, and let it go. But it cannot go. It cannot go. It's very strong. I even bring almonds like Ipoh oil and things like that and rub my nose and everything. But I still can smell it. So,
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a personal experience with a relative dying for 3 days, and then I go and claim the body. When the body was given to me, and I had to sign for it, I have to open the bag to see the body and say that this is so and so. It was very tough because the body was decayed. 3/4 of the face was gone, the neck was gone. So that smell again came to me, and for many months.
You are so lucky.
Yes, because I always have a problem with meditation on corpse. The 32 parts is easy it's manageable, but corpse was no. I just couldn't do it. But after the incident, I begin to start meditating on corpse, decaying.
Yes.
But
yes.
I cannot get away from the smell. That I
But
think.
now the smell, you say
Sorry.
now even the smell, you say you can remember or feel. Now in this moment,
In this
just
moment,
go back and recall.
I can. The smell is very strong. It's been with me for a long time.
Yeah. Now what is the situation?
Now the situation is that
Now in this moment,
at this moment, I shiver.
what?
I shiver. I shiver because just now you mentioned about the smell. I just
Yeah.
shiver. I haven't overcome my fear of the.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're lucky. I mean, the opportunity is coming for you to observe your inner self. That the fear is there, that the repulsive nature for this smell is there. So, but you don't. Still, you have to check yourself and understand yourself that you are not yet improved and you have not yet developed your understanding of the impermanent nature and non-self nature. So this is an opportunity for me to understand my level, and I have to further practice. You have to find the ways in the sense, I mean, that now it is coming in this moment, no? Then in this moment you feel this,
I'm
the
still
fear.
shivering.
Yeah, shivering, fiery nature. Then, but you are in front of this crowd, in this moment, here and now. So this is the weak point of myself. So, but that is just the sensations of the body. But which is because the fear is inside. Still the fear is inside. And so, but now you can consciously observe how these things are coming. But they are not lasting. What is this?
A spectacle?
Spectacles?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
Yeah, anyway, you are out of mind. Okay, I wanted to do that. So now, which means when you are out of mind and when you don't understand this question, which means you were not in that situation, shivering situation. That is totally changed.
Oh yeah, I was
This
not
is
in
the
that.
impermanent nature which you have to understand.
I think intellectually I understand, but when it comes to the practice,
Again it is coming. That is why it is called impermanent. It is coming. Okay, then again you have to practice. Okay, again this is coming. So now I am going to face this without fear. How the fear is coming, I am like a brave woman or brave human being. I am facing it. That is the practice what I am doing. That is the meditation which I have to improve. That is the mindfulness practice that I have to improve. So as I was telling everybody, so this is a very good opportunity. Please come fear. Please come. You can just, that is what you have to meditate, because if the fear is coming, go to that stage or recall the corpse and contemplate on that. That is what we call the contemplation on the dead bodies. So you have got such a great opportunity. I was telling, when I was getting this rash, my body was like a corpse. It was stinking very bad. I didn't want to separately do that. My body, the nature was creating it for myself. That is where we say you are lucky. So be happy. Be happy. So how to change your mindset? Right? That is how you change your mindset. That is how you become, what we say, that you are smart. That is why you are upgrading your spirituality. Be happy. Invite them. Don't be afraid. If the scariness is there, good that you can observe the scariness, how it is happening in the present moment. That is why meditation, in the present moment, it is coming as a memory. Now, when I draw your attention to this one, it was no more there. This fast change is the thing you have to realize. This is the impermanent nature. That is the very difficult thing even for us to understand, the fast changing nature. So you are lucky. So
sometimes I'm happy when I'm out because I say, oh, that was not real, it was gone.
No, don't reject it. Then you familiarize with it, you become familiar with it. More you become familiar, bhavito bahulikato, abhiññāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati. That is how Buddha has preached. So why the monks are, you don't have to wear a robe. So your mind has got ordained. That is what my teacher's message. Right? So, if you are to experience this as a layperson even, this is what Anathapindika's request. And the things are coming to you for the contemplation. You are lucky. So be happy. Let it come back again and again. And please keep on practicing. And one day, you will see, okay, just to share this thing. Once, when I started meditation, when I was at Nilambe, there was a cobra. In my dream, I saw a cobra. Cobra is going around my house, around towards my father, mother, sister. He was running around. And at that time, I was scared of cobras. And then, all of a sudden, he was coming to me and he was, what is that word? Hissing? Hissing. He was hissing at me and I woke up suddenly and I was still so much frightened and my heartbeat has gone up and it's happening very fast. I was so scared. But then it took time for me to realize, oh my God, this was a dream. But even after realizing it as a dream, my heartbeat is still there, that these sensations, fast-moving vibrations were there. So then I became mindful, okay, in the present moment, the whatever the things which is coming about the what is the word? The what is it's not coming. The dead body, corpse, dead body. Okay, right? It's the thoughts about the dead body. It's thoughts about again it's not coming. The dead body, right? For the present moment, they are just thoughts. These thoughts are the one which is creating the fear. The collection of thoughts are creating the emotion. That's how, because that's why I couldn't explain you. This, you know the mechanism of the film. Mechanism of the film, how it is happening. There are separate slides in the reel, the film, the negative, and it is being put to the projector, and it is rotating fast, right? It is rotating fast. Then what's happening? The film is happening. The actors are the fighting, kissing, hugging, talking, moving, going, eating. The film is happening. But why this film is happening? Due to what? The motion and the speed. Due to high speed. Right? But that's why I said slowly, mindfully, silently. When we are slowing down the thing, what's happening? Even when you are watching, you can slow down the film. What's happening? The separates the section by section. Then you can watch a film. Can you watch a film? Will you enjoy will you be scared of the film? No. That's why the insight meditation means. So now you are observing. That's why Buddha said this, how fast this mind is. He has given a simile. that where there is a pillar, the square shaped pillar, and there is the very strong swan, very powerful swan is on the top, and there are 4, how to call it, those who do this with, now the words are not coming to me. See, now I am going out of the thing. Now I was talking too much. So this the arrow and the bow. Who is doing that? Huh? Archers. Yes, archers. There are 4 skilled archers were at the 4 sides of the wall, and they are doing this, throwing these arrows to the 4 directions at the same time. Okay? At the same time, and this the swan is jumping and collecting at once. So how fast he has to be to collect these arrows at one stretch? How fast he has to be? So fast. Buddha said this mind, how this mind works, arising and passing away, thoughts arising and passing away, and making emotions and feelings. So this mind is more faster than this. Right? Therefore, that's why we are becoming mindfulness. Maintaining mindfulness means we are understanding, we are coming to understanding how fast the thoughts are moving. Thoughts are creating our own film. Thoughts are creating the fear, the lust, the anger. So when you go into the deep silence, that's why I ask you to look at this emptiness. Then you notice that even for 1 second it's empty. And then again thought is coming, arising and passing away. Again sometimes thought is coming, arising and passing away. Then you start to notice how this anger is being formed. What is this fear? Fear is ultimately some sort of vibration. I found, because the lust was one of my main problems at those days. Right? I was just thinking, what the hell is this? Keep on coming, these lustful feelings, desires. Then I was observing. But at last, what is that? It is just energy, vibrations. Anger, the same thing. When you observe, it is just vibration. When the fear is coming, go inside yourself. It's just vibration. Again, thoughts and the vibrations. They are just moving away. Pay attention not to fear, but to vibrations. That is what we call meditation. Then when you are in the vibration, when you are in the recognition of the knowing nature of the vibrations, you are no more fear. That's why when you are in mindful, when you are aware about the fear, when you are mindful about the fear, you are no more fear. You have to meditate more to understand this. Okay? So please meditate, please be mindful, please practice. Then you have to, because why the monks are going to the cemeteries? To check, to investigate fear. Why they are going to the forest? When Ajahn Chah was meditating, so the Devas has created tigers in the walking paths to check their fears. It is how it's been said in the books. So why they are going to the deep forest when the snakes are there? The next time I saw a dream, I was feeding the cobra with milk in the dream. But no more fear. When you say, okay, there was a time I told myself, okay, now no more lust is there. But in dream, things are coming and appearing. I was thinking, now no more anger is there. Then some sort of situations are coming, because that is in the unconscious level and coming and showing us. When you are in the cave, there were snakes. And when we chanting Pirit, the snakes are coming. But no more scared. Even cobras are, when I go home, there are cobras in our garden. No more fear. We are talking to them. We can feel that. I can remember Ajahn Braham once said that he met with a tiger that there are so many incidents. So you can read this, the Thai monks, Ajahn Chah, Ajahn Mun, how they met with these, the fearful things. Read them. Then you start how they tackle with them. That's why, further things, there are further things we have to go deep. How these things are being created, how this mind is creating these, the mind projections, how these things are happening. How through eyes, how these, everything is soil, no, everything is matter, no. Whether it is with the bad smell or good smell. To good smell we are attaching, the bad thing we are rejecting. That is the behavior of the mind. That is why. So these things should come. Let them come. Be prepared. Yes? So that is, you are advancing your spirituality. Be happy. That is how you have to be happy. Okay? Now, sir, that our time is moving away. Can I finish? No? Yes. Okay. So I think today's my last, whatever the session at Buddhist Mahavihara, and I'm leaving on 29th, hopefully. So let me pass the merits of all the meditation programs we have accumulated. And let's pass all the merits, especially to departed the venerable monks, most venerable Dhammananda Thero and other Theros, and all other beings who have supported to build up this temple. And wherever they are, may they be in peace, and let's transfer the merits, and let's wish them, may they be in peace, in happiness, and may they enjoy or experience the prosperous life, and may they experience eternal peace, and may they attain Nibbana very easily without any obstacles. And let's transfer the merits, saying sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also, please recall, let's pass the merits of your departed one and our departed one. Just recall them. And may they, wherever they are, may they find inner peace and happiness. And may they realize this Dhamma very easily, and may they attain Nibbana too. Sadhu, say sadhu 3 times. Also, let's pass these merits to the celestial beings, those who are protecting this sasana, and those who are caring for everything in this world and in the universe, and also all the non-seen beings. May they be in peace, may they be happy, may they experience the eternal peace and supreme bliss of Nibbana. Let's say sadhu and pass the merits. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And finally, let's wish the good health and inner peace and the deep realization of Dhamma for the Venerable Mahatheros, the Chief Nayaka Thero, as well as other Venerable Bhantes who are staying here and who are in the world and everywhere, and all beings, and also I am wishing you all, may you all be in good health and inner peace and happiness, and may you be able to practice more and more mindfulness, and may you be able to find this the eternal peace, the bliss of Nibbana in this very present moment. So may you be mindful to this present moment. And also I want to pass the merits especially and send the blessings. Bhante Arya Deva from the temple, Kaluwadu Mulla temple of Ambalangoda. The Thero is the Bhante is the one who made this contact to Mr. Leslie. And Mr. Leslie, and thank you very much, and I wish you good health and happy life, inner peace, and all the members who are the office and those who have dedicated and make this the program, all these sessions a successful one, and letting all people to meditate. This meditative power is the most strongest power, so we did that. And please keep on doing, and please keep on practicing, and there you will find the real inner peace within you, and you will achieve the liberation very easily. So I will be chanting the stanzas to bless you all, good health and inner peace and happiness. Abhivadana silissa niccang vaddha pacaino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti minate samijjatu Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavattvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghānubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. May you all be in good health and inner peace and happiness. Sukhi hontu. May Triple Gem bless you.